Good morning, historians. We are here in the Lakeview section of Paterson, New Jersey for another episode of Driving and the News. If you just landed on this video, the purpose of this channel is to document history. And the primary way I do this is when I'm commuting to work, I listen to 1010 Wins News from the New York Metropolitan area. I decided to start uploading the commute to work from Monday, which is usually Monday to Friday. But every now and then when I'm running errands on the weekends or after work, I still commute and I still listen to 1010 Wins News. So what I decided to do is to upload a news snippet every day, daily, for the most part every day, when I'm driving, right? And uploading it. So this particular channel and the videos that are in here may not be very exciting, as I let you look at the Crown Seal company there in Paterson, New Jersey. So these videos may not be very exciting or challenging, but I do feel it's important to document our history, and I also feel that these videos will become a little bit more important as time goes on. So the longer this goes, I feel the more important this is going to be. Imagine being able to go back to a random day 10, 20 years ago and click on one of these videos and just to check and see what was in the news that particular day. I think it would be kind of cool. So we're going for the 7 a.m. headlines right now before I start my commute to work.
Queens, Staten Island Broadway shut down today. Gearing up for that closure right now till 3 p.m. Summer streets get out. Pedestrians, cyclists. Weather tonight not too shabby, mostly clear, low 71, 60s in the burbs. Tomorrow, Sunday, warm, plenty of sunshine. Humidity does remain low, especially by late July standards. Tomorrow's high 88. We're at 71 right now. We are going up to 87. More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Anthony Bosco is our service aide. Anita Bonita is our writer this morning. Phil Pilato is at the editor's desk. I'm Brian Britton.
All news.
Here we go, 7 a.m. headline news.
This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good morning. 71 degrees at 7 o'clock on this Saturday, July 27th. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb, and here's what's happening. Subway surfing may have turned deadly again. A 15-year-old killed in a fall in Queens. Subway attack suspect arrested. Man charged with slugging a 72-year-old man on the platform. Looking like a new campaign out there. Former President Trump apparently booed by conservative Christians. Democratic contender Harris picking up a big endorsement. Summer streets time, first Saturday of the season with events in Staten Island and Queens. Broadway Con with a cause. Big celebration today with a new focus on mental health. Mets get a big win, Yanks lose. 1010 Wins AccuWeather, sunny, warmer, low humidity, high 87. Winds East time 701. Traffic and transit now. Here is Andre Farrow.
And road work is the name of the game on this early Saturday morning ride, especially in the Bronx, especially over by Country Club Road as you travel northbound. Now, that area is a known spot for slowdowns, but when you take out a left lane, it's just going to make matters worse.
Put on your historian sunglasses as we get the glare.
You just ride that service road around this delay and get back on right around Pelham Parkway. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Upper level in at the George, you have 3 lanes knocked out and about a 20-minute delay trying to get to the New York side. Now, if you're traveling towards New Jersey, upper level also has 3 lanes of road work. You might want to just go with the lower deck if you're driving a regular car, especially. Lincoln Tunnel is looking good in both directions. Holland Tunnel heading back to New Jersey remains closed. We do have the closure at the Verrazano Bridge, upper level heading towards the Brooklyn side. Not really seeing a delay because of it. There was a crash on the, or I should say disabled vehicle on the Garden State Parkway northbound right around the Driscoll Bridge. The right shoulder is closed. Again, that's northbound. And then you have a crash on the Garden State Parkway. See, I was actually right about that. There's a crash southbound exit 151 over in Watchung Street in Bloomfield. The vehicle is in the right lane that's causing that delay. This report is sponsored by Paramus Chevrolet. Together, let's drive at Paramus. Paramus Chevrolet. Lease a new 2024 Chevy Equinox EV LT for just $367 a month for 27 months. If you're buying, enjoy 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. Visit ParamusChevrolet.com today. Next report, 7-Eleven. Andre Ferro, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Winds news time 7:02. People are but police are looking into another possible subway surfing death. This happened in Queens late yesterday. They were called to the Beach 90th Street station on the northbound Rockaway Park shuttle. There, they found a 15-year-old boy on the tracks unconscious with head trauma. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities have not yet confirmed he was subway surfing. At this point, it's still unclear if he was hit by a train or fell onto the tracks. So far this year, there have been 2 subway surfing deaths, both teenage boys. MTA has launched a public safety campaign to discourage it. Something new's coming to your subway ride, metal detectors. This is part of a pilot program.
You'll see the scanners before you pay your fare, and all you have to do is walk. The idea is it'll pick up a gun if you have one. NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Operations Kaz Daughtry.
I asked one person, I go, how would that make you feel knowing that this machine could be at the station where you enter in? And that person said, I would feel a lot more comfortable knowing that the city is finally doing something to try to prevent guns from coming into our subway system.
Transit crime is down 8% year over year, and for Mayor Adams, this is that old perception is reality thing.
The feeling of being safe that will go with the actual safety.
Other stations that'll see the scanners will be determined by crime numbers. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Lower Manhattan.
Police have their suspect in an attack on a 72-year-old man in the subway earlier this week. 32-year-old Alexander Santiago of Brooklyn arrested yesterday on a charge of assaulting a person over 65. Wednesday morning, police say he went up to a 72-year-old man on the R train platform at the 25th Street subway station, got into an argument with the man, then punched him in the head. The victim suffered minor injuries. Suspect ran. The police say they scooped him up yesterday morning. An 85-year-old man's recovering after being slugged in the head while walking down the street in Hell's Kitchen. This happened in broad daylight yesterday afternoon. Fruit vendor David Kolikoff told Channel 7 what he saw on West 43rd.
He punched him and walked away.
Witness Juan Rivera.
I actually see him on the floor and all the blood around him. It was heartbreaking. You know, I have a granddad.
Victim was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police say there are no arrests and the investigation's ongoing. Police want your help finding the guys who attacked a man on a Q53 bus in Queens earlier this month. This happened Saturday, July 7th, around 1:30 p.m. The bus was approaching 101st Avenue and Woodhaven Boulevard. 2 guys came up to a 37-year-old man. They argued, and the 2 repeatedly hit the victim in the head with a glass bottle. He was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Suspects ran. Police have released surveillance pics and urge anybody with info to call Crime Stoppers. A second man shot near a Brooklyn migrant center last weekend has died. The suspect now stands charged with 2 counts of murder. 26-year-old Jorge Said Benitez Villa, police say, got off a moped at the shelter in Ryerson Street in Clinton Hill and opened fire. 21-year-old Annie Jesus Urbina Mendez died shortly after the shooting. 59-year-old Francisco Fuentes Rangel died later. The shooting had happened just minutes after another fatal shooting at a nearby park. Still unclear if they're related. 71 degrees right now, going up to 87 in Midtown. Coming up next, some surprises on the campaign trail.
Have you been injured? I handle all types of...
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Driving in the News for our mission of documenting history. We will see you on the next episode.